Hey there everyone, it's Team Aurora Leader Delta, or I should just say Aurora, because I'm kinda, honestly, since I'm the only one that ever uploads on this, I'm basically the only person on this channel, so it's just me from now on, it seems like. Maybe it'll change soon, but for now, just call me Aurora. But today I wanted to get back into the glorious, glorious realm of Fluffals, because while the deck is still pretty bad, especially after Brilliant Fusion got hit to 1, I can't stay away from this deck for too long. Like, I love this deck so much that I just can't go away. Also, I'm sorry for the bad camera quality. It's because I had to keep stretching it. Even also, it's in not 20. It's in 1080p. Like when it comes in terms of size, and so everything's just kind of a bit janky. But I don't want to keep you guys waiting. Also, I don't have very much time because I'm about to go to school in like 40 minutes, probably 35. So let's get into the profile. So starting off, things haven't really changed very much. We got 3 Dog because he's Stratos. And then we have 3 Bear because he's Stratos as well, but for Toy Vendor, and he can't really be hand trapped other than called by. Which is actually really helpful because people always ask what he does, and I say he sets Toy Vendor from the deck, and then they'll be like Ash, and just like that's not how that works. Uh, but this is the same ratio as last time, I believe. I don't know when the last time I made a Fluffal deck was. I don't know. I haven't been playing Fluffals lately. I've been playing Shadal Dinosaur because I wanted to play that for a while, and it did pretty fine. But like, I was getting kind of bored of it. Ultimate Conductor Tyrant is a really good boss monster though. But really, I just kind of got bored of the deck. I mean, if you want to see a deck profile, maybe yeah, I'll release it when this video gets like 10 likes. Not a lofty goal at all. I just want some likes. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, same ratio as last time because their effects are no less good than they were. So next we have, I think all the Fluffal ratios except for one of them is the same. So we have 2 Fluffal Penguin and 2 Fluffal Wings. Wings effect is amazing as long as you don't get hand trapped, which includes Called By and Ash and Droll, but what do you know? It's a combo deck. Of course it loses hand traps. And then Penguin's really just kind of here for link spamming, but also its draw 2, discard 1 effect is really nice. Because we got another card for link spamming now. And then for the 3 1-ofs, yes, there's 3 1-ofs this time. So we have the same original 2. We have 1 Fluffal Owl because searching Poly is pretty cool. 1 Fluffal Cat because recycling Poly is pretty cool. And 1 Fluffal Sheep because I finally gave in and I started playing Fluffal Sheep again because link plays are great and also it lets you recycle your stuff like Dog and your Egypts. Crap. Sorry, I'm just like really tired this morning. I get to relax tonight though. I have a 4-day weekend for Good Friday and like Easter and shit. But this ratio isn't any different other than the added sheep. And I only added the sheep because there's no Brilliant Fusion anymore. So we have like 4 cards worth of extra space. So that's it for the Fluffals. We're gonna go on to the Edge Imps, same as last time. 3 Edge Imp Chain and 1 Edge Imp Sabers. You only need the 1 Sabers for Tiger and Wolf, so really that's about it. And then Chain searches basically all your play cards, like Fright for Patchwork, Fright for Fusion. I was about to say Fright for March. I actually really wanted to decide Fright for March if I could find it, so I could play it against Sky Striker, like so they can actually have it going first play against Striker, because Striker likes to go second for some reason quite a bit now. But if I went first against Striker, or I could play Fright for March, and then they try to Widowmaker my stuff, and I instigate it with Fright for March. And then they wouldn't be able to respond to Fright for March because it's a counter trap. But next we have a Kaiju package. By package, I mean 2 cards. We have Gameciel and Dogeron. Oh god, that looks so terrible. Second, maybe. Oh god. Sorry. Let me just try adjusting this. point. Now that it focused, it's a tiny bit better. But anyway, we got one Dogeron, one Gamma Seal, because they're the only good kaijus I have, other than like one other, but he's in the side. And then we have two Dino Wrestler Pankratops, because, yeah, no, Brilliant Fusion. I actually cited this guy before I had Brilliant Fusion, and then I mained him before I played the kaijus in here. But he's fine. He's good link material if you need it, and then the 2600 body is pretty cool. You know, when I have Pankratops, I surprisingly find myself not using his effect as much as I think I would. Like, I'd rather play him as just a 2600 beat stick that's free summon. Alright, that's it for the monsters, about half the deck. Now we're going to go into the spells, because there's no traps in here. 3 Toy Vendor. It's Toy Vendor, you know, you gotta have Toy Vendor. Without it, you're basically kind of ass at playing FLUFFALs. Sorry to say that. But it's the most important spell in the deck other than Polymerization and like Fright for Patchwork, because it's free non-once per turn searches. And then you got 3 Poly. I still only have 1 Fusion Enforcer's art, and it makes me sad. I really like the Fusion Enforcer art. Like, everyone's like, oh, I don't like this. Like, I prefer the original. Well, I don't. I like the more detail. People probably just have their nostalgia goggles on. And then 3 Fright for Patchwork, because it's Patchwork. I don't have the Ultra. It's hard to see, but, like, I don't have the Ultra yet from Dual Power. I'm working on it, okay? I really, really want the Ultra, and I should be able to get it tomorrow from locals. That is if I go, because I'm only probably going to go if my friend's going, and then also if I have the money for it. Because I don't think the store's going to have it, and then people are going to charge me ridiculous prices, because it's how they work at locals. It's dumb. Think they're going to rip off the little kid? Well, guess what? The little kid rips you off. Alright, and then we got 2 Fright for Fusion. Some people drop this to 1. I don't think that's really that good, because if you discard, like, Wings off Toy Vendor, and then you hit your Fright for Fusion, which happens a lot more than you may think, that just kind of puts you in an awkward situation, because you can't go for, like, a game ender like Wolf or Tiger. And then, oh god, that voice cracked. 1 Fright for Factory, because extra polys are nice. And also, it's just something to search when you've already gone through Fright for Fusion or Patchwork. And then, oh my god, why do I keep yawning so much? 1 Instant Fusion, because Sheep's nice to have as link material. And then, finally, for the last few spells, we have 3 Called by the Grave, and then 2 Foolish Burial Goods, and 1 Monster Reborn. I'm still using my Boulder Air Monster Reborn no matter how much of a damaged condition it's in. It's really nice looking. I don't care. So 3 Called By, because this deck dies to hand traps. Also, it's a combo deck anyway. All combo decks need to play Called By. If you don't, you're sped. Actually, I don't know if I should say that on YouTube, but don't take it very offensively. Just a joke. But and we had 2 Foolish Burial Goods, because, you know, cards reprinted so many times, might as well play it, you know. And then we have 1 Monster Reborn, because it's Monster Reborn, and you can't have enough Monster Reborn. So yeah, that does it for the main deck. 40 cards, pretty simple. The extra decks where things get kind of wacky, though, because of how awkward it kind of is getting. So, for the links, we have 4. And you have 1 Lanfarincus, because we don't have the Psyframe Gear guy yet, and also they don't have their own Link monster, which is dumb. 1 Nightmare Phoenix, and 1 Nightmare Cerberus, because the Nightmares are nice. And then 1 Borreload, because I don't have Boral Sword. Also, Boral Sword's kind of not even needed in this deck, because, you know, it's FLUFFALs. You're playing an OTK deck, you don't really need it that much. 1 Fright for Wolf, starting off the Frightfurs. He's not the best anymore, but he can still end games, so he's just kind of there. 1 Sheep for Instant Fusion. I hardly ever actually summon him normally, unless I'm trying to, like, stall. 2 Fright for Tiger. People sometimes play 1 of this, because they usually only play the 1 Fright for Fusion, but the second Tiger comes up, like, really often. So, yeah. Also, that's the key to beating Striker right there, is Tiger, so just know that. Two, probably the most important one in the extra, for Kraken, because Kraken is a god. And, yeah, he's a really well-designed card. And then, to round off the Frightfurs, we have 3 Fright for Sabretooth, because he's still really good in Link format, because, you know, you only got that one zone. And also the attack boost is pretty nice. And then I have made him indestructible a few times, but like not really that often, or not as often as I used to, because it used to be my goal to make an indestructible Sabretooth and a Kraken. But now I'd much rather have multiple Sabretooths than one indestructible Sabretooth. So, yeah, I guess there's that. And then finally, it's gonna seem weird, especially because I don't have one of the cards that I'm just substituting right now. One number 62 Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon, and one Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon. I'm playing these because I don't have Cypher Dragon and Dark Matter, so I'm playing Prime and Full Armor instead. I mean, it's not that great, but it's still pretty decent, I guess, because you get a free pop almost, or like by almost I mean it's not completely free. You have to detach material, and also this guy, he gains attack equal to Xyz ranks. So, I mean, if you're going against, like, I don't know, Zombie Stein with Danger Thunder, I have no clue what any of the meta decks do anymore other than Striker, because I just kind of stopped following the meta a little bit ago. Oh yeah, then I know Salamangreat, but, like, Danger Thunder I've only went against, like, once, and I really wasn't paying attention, because I was kind of being talked to, like, halfway through, like, throughout the entire match, and then I kind of ended up losing, but I don't really care. But these two are fine. They both have a lot of attacks, so that's nice, but I just wish I had Dark Matter, because Dark Matter is really good. But, yeah, that does it for the deck profile, at least for the cards in it. I do want to talk about the state of this deck, because, well, FLUFFALs aren't doing too good right now. After Brilliant Fusion was kind of hit on that ban list, I didn't know. Well, I mean, after that ban list, really, I didn't know whether to be happy or to cry. Because I was happy because we got Construct back. But I really kind of wanted to cry because I was playing FLUFFALs that day, too, with Brilliant Fusion. And then it said Brilliant Fusion hit to 1, and I kind of got mad. But without Brilliant Fusion, this deck isn't nearly as consistent. But, I mean, it can still do some stuff. It's a nice surprise against a few rogue decks, and then maybe even against some meta. Salamangreat, this deck kind of has very little problem with as long as you don't get hand-trapped. And also, if you go first, you can just set a bunch of called-bys and then make them cry. But, this deck isn't the worst. I mean, there's a lot worse decks out there, like, you know, Nordic, but this deck actually has a pretty good Striker matchup after I finally took my head out of my ass and realized it. Because I used to lose to Striker all the time, but then I realized, here's a little combo. So, it's not even really a combo, I just want to show you. That basically, if you just give your opponent a Kaiju, I'm just using Gamma Seal as an example, any Kaiju works. I'm not showing the side deck, by the way, because, you know, it's not complete, and I kind of don't want to, because it's kind of gross. But you give your opponent a Gamma Seal, or a Dogoron, or a Jizukuru, because he's in my side deck, because I don't have Kumungus. But what you do is you give them a Kaiju so they can't activate their Widow Anchor, and then the long-term goal of that turn is to summon a Tiger while they have the Kaiju and blow up all of their non-multi-roll or field spell back row. More specifically, the ones that you are 90% sure are Widow Anchor, especially if you saw them set them with multi-roll last turn. Because if you kill the Widow Anchor, basically this deck, there's no stopping the pain train. Because Widow Anchor is really the only problem I have with Striker. Keep their engages at 3, keep the multi-roll at 3, keep fucking Kagari at 3, I don't care. Just get rid of the damn Widow Anchor. That card is so dumb. Like, you know what, I'm gonna say it, I wouldn't even care if Widow Anchor either just only negated effects, or if it banished a card off the field instead of taking it, or I wouldn't care about the effects it already has if it wasn't a quick play. I don't like the fact that I can get my monsters janked on my turn and I can't even kill them with a deck that's supposed to kill you in one turn, and then I get killed with my own monsters the next turn because they just recur all their shit back. It's just like really bothersome now. But I mean, I'm just a single 15-year-old player that Konami would never listen to. The ban list should actually be coming up like really soon, because they said towards the late ends of April, and it's April 18th, so Konami, where's my damn ban list? I want Striker to get hit. I don't care about any of the, actually, you know what, I do care about the other decks, because if Danger Thunder gets hit, then we won't have to worry about Brilliant Fusion, so it can come back to 3, please. Even 2 is fine. I only ever played 2 anyway. I only have 2. Please, Konami, ban the Danger Thunder and the Sky Striker shit. Leave Salamangre. I'll eat their ass. That deck's easy to beat. Just, for the love of God, please just hit Striker and Danger Thunder. Damn. I'm tired of Striker being the best deck after like a year of being the best deck. But that's my salty rambling done. And anyways, I guess I'll just kind of see you in the next one. Please tell me what you thought about this deck in the comments below. Hit the like button and let's get this to 10 likes if you want to see just what is in my Dino deck. My Dino Shaddolls. Sorry about this being so awkward. I just haven't made a deck profile in a long ass time. But comment what you thought. Comment other decks you want to see me profile if I have them. And without further ado, this is Team Aurora, Leader Delta, or mostly just Aurora, signing off.